Hi everyone, Mahinder from Endeavour Education and Migration Services. In today's video, we are going to look at a Designated Area Migration Agreement. You also call it DAMA. And a lot of people are confused. People say, sir, I want to do DAMA visa. Just let me clarify to all of you that DAMA is not a visa. It is one of the streams of employer-sponsored visa. Employer-sponsored visa subclasses stay the same. There are subclass 482, there are subclass 494, there are subclass 186. But we do them in labor agreement stream. And that's why that labor agreement in this case is a DAMA. We call it a Designated Area Migration Agreement. That was a little bit of a clarification on the names. Now, if you guys are watching my videos for the first time, let me introduce to all of you. My name is Mahinder Singh and I am a registered migration agent. We are based in Adelaide, South Australia, but we assist clients located throughout Australia and even overseas. If you want to discuss any of your visa related matter, you can simply head to our website and book appointment from there, or you can call us on the given number. Let's talk about DAMA. What are the benefits of a labor agreement or designated DAMA visa or subclass 494, 186 as well as 482 if you do it under labor agreement stream, and that too DAMA labor agreement stream? The benefits are, number one, age. You can apply for your permanent residency or even temporary visa, DAMA visa 482, 186 or even 494 even up to the age of 55. Individual circumstances will vary, but even if you are more than 45, you can still apply for these visas because age concession can be availed under DAMA labor agreement visas. Another thing, occupation list. Standard general skill migration lists as well as standard lists of employer-sponsored visa 494, 482 as well as 186 and 491, 190 and 189 have their standard lists, which does not have skill level 4 and skill level 5 occupations. However, under DAMA labor agreement, you can access those skill level 4 as well as skill level 5 occupations. Some of those occupations could be truck driver, crowd controller, bakery assistant, even taxi driver. There are so many, steel fixer, there are so many occupations. And DAMA also has standard occupations as well, such as accountant, it could be IT, or it could be other different occupations. What I'm trying to say here, DAMA, if you do employer-sponsored visa under DAMA labor agreement, you can also select skill level 4 as well as skill level 5 occupations, which generally are not available under standard employer-sponsored visas or general skill migration. Another thing is English. So there are exemptions for English and there are concessions, I would say, not exemptions, but concessions for English. For example, for standard visas, you need minimum 6 each. Here, you can get away even with 5 each or even sometimes 4.5, depending on what DAMA you're going for. Now, Designated Area Migration Agreement is available only for certain regions in Australia. For example, whole South Australia is covered by DAMA, whole Northern Territory is covered by Northern Territory DAMA, whole Western Australia is covered by 5 different DAMAs, Victoria is covered by 2 different DAMAs. Mostly they are in regional areas. You won't find DAMA visa in major metropolitan city. It's always in the regional areas. There are DAMAs in New South Wales as well as in Queensland. There's no DAMA in Tasmania at the moment, but we don't know, it may come in future. This information is available on Department of Home Affairs website. If you just Google DAMA visa or just DAMA, then you get a link to Department of Home Affairs website, and they have further hyperlinks to see specific DAMA region and read their criteria and all that. Specific DAMA regions have specific occupation lists, and you can see that from the website. Now, the whole process is cumbersome. It has many steps, and I have given a bit of, I'm going to give you overview of this whole process. This video is going to be long. This is not a typical marketing video of 1 to 2 minutes. I want to, at Endeavour Education and Migration Services, we want to provide you information, authentic, legitimate information from valid sources, and that's why our videos are a bit longer. Always stay until the end, and please also share this video with your friends. Let's talk about the process. DAMA agreement, in the first step, we have actually 2 steps within the first step. First one is DAR endorsement. DAR means a designated area representative. For example, in South Australian DAMA, South Australian migration is the DAR. We apply to DAR, the business applies to DAR, and they tell them that we are in shortage of these occupations, and we generally don't find people from the local market to employ in those particular occupations. And that is the application you do to DAR. Once your DAR is approved, then you apply to the Department of Home Affairs to formalize that agreement. And once the labor agreement with the Department of Home Affairs is finalized, then both the employer and the Department of Home Affairs representative sign that labor agreement, and that labor agreement enlists all the conditions of the visa, how long the visa would be, what subclasses are included, what occupations are included, what are the skill assessment requirement, what is LMT requirement, and all those things. Generally, when you are applying for DAR, you are required to show labor market testing. Your business must be working that area for at least for 12 months. You have to show that there is a genuine shortage of those particular skills, and the business must exist in that particular DAMA region where you're applying. And you also need to show them what occupations you're looking for, and you have to establish that you are genuinely looking for those people which are not available in the local market. That was for the process of labor agreement. This process can take up to 4 to 5 months, sometimes a bit quicker and sometimes a bit longer, depending upon how decision ready your file is. Remember guys, the business must be in profit and must also employ many Australian citizens and permanent residents. If you're purely going for DAMA labor agreement because you only have 1 or 2 people working in the company, the business must be operating in the regional area and must be financially sustainable. And specifically, if you are going for apply for a DAMA labor agreement to hire truck drivers, you got to be very, very careful. We have a lot of applicants who actually have lots of their employees working on ABN. They are not on payroll, and those kind of applications are really looked at not very favorable when you're applying for DAMA labor agreement. Once the DAMA labor agreement is approved, even if it is not approved but your DAR is approved, you can apply for step 2, which is nomination. This is really helpful in cases when people's visa are running out, but they have the DAR approved, they have lodged this part, but you want to lodge the visa application as well. So in that case, you can lodge the nomination application as well. All the nomination criteria is based on that labor agreement, like your skills assessment requirements and occupation, all those requirements are mentioned in that labor agreement as well. Now, when you do the nomination application, you have Department of Home Affairs fees in the same way as you have for standard visa. Skill Australian Fund levy, nomination application fee, and bits and pieces are there. And the Skill Australian Fund levy depends upon the turnover of the business as well, and then plus agent charges. Just the Department of Home Affairs fee can be roughly 3,500 to 4,500 depending on what is the duration of the visa you're asking for, and different other things. Now, step 3 is the visa application, in which you're required to show health and character, age requirements as per the DAMA labor agreement stream, skill assessment requirement again as per the DAMA labor agreement stream, English requirements as per the labor agreement, and these are the criteria that you are generally required to meet. Overall, the benefits of DAMA visa are you can apply for DAMA visas, say 482, 494 or 186, even if you do not have very high-fi English, even if your occupation is not in general skill migration or general employer sponsored visa lists, and even if you're above 45. But the primary condition is your employer must be willing to sponsor you and must be able to go through this cumbersome process. Now remember, the whole process can cost you roughly $25,000 between different steps. But for example, if this step is valid for 5 years and business can employ as many as people as they can, as per the DAMA labor agreement, if they have 5 positions, they can employ 5 people. This gets spread over into 2, 3, 4 or 5 different positions, however many you're applying for. But the nomination is associated with individual nomination, and obviously visa application is associated with the individual visa application. So if you guys have any questions, if you are an employer in the regional area, you want to see the prospects of employing or giving your employee who is a great worker with you and you want to give them employer sponsor visa because they are doing a great job for you and you see working for you for next 3 to 4 years and do great things for your business, you can simply give me a call. But if you are an applicant, you want to understand the process, you're not sure whether you're eligible or not, please head to my website and book appointment from there and I will help you out. I hope this video is helpful. Please like and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you.